Okay, next today class is basics of variables in C++. Basics of variables in C++. In C++ language, we are using some of the basics. Okay, next here you can see while. Okay, writing programming in any language, you need to use various variables to store various information. Variables are nothing but a reversed memory location to store values. Okay, this means that we have when you create a variable, you reverse some space in memory. You may like to store information of various data types like characters, wide characters, integer, floating point, double floating point, boolean. Next, based on the data type of variable, the operating system allocates memory and decides what can be stored in the reserved memory, in the reserved memory. Okay, primitive built-in types C++ offer the programmer a rich assort, um, assortment of built-in as well as user-defined data types. Following table list down seven basic C++ types. Seven basic C++ types. Okay, next boolean keyword bool, character char keyword, integer int keyword, floating point float keyword. Okay, these are floating point. We can use. Okay, but in C++, rich set of data types are there. Okay, in various programming languages, they can use various data types. Those are stored the values, various information. Those are stored. Variable nothing but what? Store the variable value. Store the value. Store or hold a value is called variable. Store or hold a value is called variable. Okay, here you can see. Okay, double floating point, double valueless void, void character, next double character. Several of the basic types can be modified using one or more of these modifiers. Okay, signed, unsigned, short. Signed data type, unsigned data type, and short data type. Okay, data type C++ long the following table shows the variable type, how much memory it takes to store the value in memory, and what is the maximum and minimum values which can be stored in such type of variables. You can see here. Okay, next type, next typical, next band width, bit width, next typical ranges. You can see character 1 byte only. 1 byte information stored by character. Unsigned character stores 1 byte information. Signed character stored 1 byte information. And integer character stores 4 byte information. Unsigned integer and signed integer. Okay, those are stored 1 byte. Next, short int only 2 bytes. Long int 4 bytes, signed long int 4 bytes, unsigned long int also 4 bytes, floating point also 4 bytes, and double is 8 bytes, and long double is 8 bytes. Next, wild character T2 are 4 bytes. Okay, these are the storage capacities of different types of data types. Okay, next, the following example which produces which will produce correct size of various data types on your computer. Hash include here you can write down iostream.h. Next int main function cout size of character. Okay, you find out by using this statement what is the size of character you can find out. Next here size of int. Okay, what is the size of integer variable? You can find out by using this statement. Here size of int, next size of int. Okay, size of short int here. Size of short int is find out by using this statement. What is the size of short int? How much amount value? How much value stored by short int? Next size of long int. Here size of long int. Long int how much memory occupied. Okay. Next here you can see short int is 2 bytes. Next long int is 4 byte and int also 4 byte. Character 1 byte. Next floating point. Those values are displayed. Okay. Next size of double. Here double value is there. Then size of double also printed here. Next here wild character. wild character size also printed here. You can see in next time. This example uses and L which inserts a new line character after every line, and less than operator is being used to pass multiple values out to the screen. Multiple values out to the screen. Okay, we are also using size of function to get size of various data types. When the above code is compiled and executed, it produces the following result, which can vary from machine to machine, machine to machine. Okay, size of character 1 byte. Size of character what? 1 byte. Next, size of integer 4 byte. Size of integer 4 byte. Next, size of short int 2 bytes. Next, size of long int 4 bytes, size of float 4 bytes, size of double is 8, and size of wild character is 4. If only character 1 byte, all integer data types are 4 bytes except short int 2 byte. Okay, double is 8 byte. Next, wild character is 4 bytes. Wild character is 4 bytes. Okay. Next, you can see here size of in double quotation mark. What is the C out syntax here? Okay, this is the control string. This is the control string. You can mention control string. Where double quotations are not, then you can mention their variable name or function name. You can mention there. You can't put double quotation mark. What is the information in double quotation mark? Same as it is printed in output, same as it is printed on screen, same as it is printed on screen. Okay, each and every line end with L, nothing but it goes to the new line, end of the line, end of the line, end of the line. Next statement goes to the new line, next statement goes to the new line. Okay, how many what are the sizes are there here? Character, integer, short int, long int, float, double, wildcat. Those are you can see here. Okay, character, integer, short int, long int, float, double, wildcat. Okay, except short int, all integer values are 4 bytes. All integer values are 4 bytes. And size of character is 1 byte. And size of character is 1 byte. And here you can see size of double is 8. Size of double is 8. And wild character is 4. And wild character is 4. Okay, next type def definition. Type def declaration. Okay, type def. Okay, type def what is type def? You can create a new name for existing type using type def. Okay, when we can create a new name. Okay, new name for an existing type using type def. Following is the simple syntax to define a new type using type def. Type def type new name. Type def type new name. For example, the following tells the compiler that feet is another name for. That feet is another name for int type def int feet. Int type def int feet. Now the following declaration is perfectly legal and creates an integer variable called distance feet distance. Called distance feet distance. Okay. Enumerated types, an enumerated type declares an optional type name and a set of zero or more identifiers that can be used as values of the type. Each enumerated is a constant whose type is the enumeration. Creating a enumeration requires the use of the keyboard enum. Okay, you can create a new name for an existing type using type def. Following is the simple syntax to define a new type using type def. Here type def new name. Next new name purpose. We are using existing type def here. Type def is a keyword. Okay, for example, the following tells the compiler that feet is another name for. Okay, int type def int feet. Int type def int feet. Now the following declaration is perfectly legal and creates an integer variable called distance. Okay, feet distance enumerated type, and enumerated type declares an optional type name and a set of zero or more identifiers that can be used as values of the type. Each enumerator is a constant whose type is the enumeration. Creating a enumeration required the use of keywords enum. Okay, next here the general form of an enumeration type is enum name, enumeration is a keyword, next enumeration name, list of names, next variable list you can mention here. Okay, here the enum name is the enumeration type name, the list of name is comma separated, the list of names is comma separated. For example, the following code defines an enumeration of colors called colors and the variable C of type colors. Okay, finally C is assigned the value blue. Right? C is assigned the value blue. Enum space color is the name of enumeration. Next red, green, blue are there. C is the object variable is there. C is assigned blue. C is assigned blue. Here C is assigned blue. Okay, by default, the value of the first name is 0. The second name has the value 1 and the third has the value 2 and so on. But you can give the name a specific value by adding an initializer. For example, in the following enumeration, green will have the value 5. Green will have the value 5. Enum color, next red, comma, green is equal to 5, blue. Next here, blue will have a value of 6 because each name will be one greater than the another. Next, that precedes it. A variable provides us with named storage that our program can manipulate. Each variable in C++ has a specific type which determines the size and layout of the variable's memory. Next, the range of values that can be stored within that memory and the set of operations that can be applied to the variable. Here you can see by default the value of first name is 0, the second name is 1, next third name is 2 and so on. But you can give a name a specific value by adding an initializer. For example, in the following enumeration, green will have the value 5. Next red comma green is equal to 5 comma blue. Here blue will be a value of 6 because each name will be one greater than the one that precedes it. Okay, a variable precedes us with named storage that our program can manipulate. Each variable in C++ has a specific type which determines the size and layout of variable's memory. Next, the range of variable values that can be stored within that memory and the set of operations that can be applied to the variable. Okay, here the name of the variable composed of letters can be composed of letters, digits, and underscore character. It must begin with either a letter or an underscore. Uppercase and lowercase letters are distinctive because C++ is a case sensitive. There are following basic types of variables are there. C++ has explained in last chapter. Here the type description rule stores either value true or false. Okay, Boolean stores either true or false values are stored. Character typically a single octet, one byte, a single octet. This is an integer type int, the most natural size of int machine for the machine float. A single integer type int, the most natural size of integer for the machine. Float, a single precision floating point value. Double is a double precision floating point value. Void represents the absence of type. Wild character T, a wild character type. Okay, C++ also allows to define various other types of variables which we will cover in subsequent chapters like enumeration, pointers, arrays, references, data structures, and classes. Following sections we will cover how to define, declare, and use various types of variables. Okay, variable types you can see here. Variables define C++. A variable definition tells the compiler where and how much storage to create for the variable. A variable defined specifies a data type and contains a list of one or more variables of the type as follows. Type variable list here type must be a valid C++ data type. including character, while character, integer, floating point, double, boolean, or many user-defined objects are there, etc. And variable list may consist of one or more identifiers, names separated by commas. Okay, here some valid declarations are here. You can show integer data type I comma j comma k are the variable names. Those are integer variable names. Those are separated by comma. More than one variable declared at a time. Then those variables are separated by comma. Those variables are separated by comma. Okay. Next, here you can see character. C is also character and ch. Both are character variables. Okay. This is data type and these are variable names. Okay. Syntax for variable declaration. Okay. Data type variable names. Data type space variable 1 comma variable 2 comma variable 3 like that. Variable name is integer, variable 1 I, variable 2 j, and variable 3 is k. Okay, more than one variable is there. Those variables are separated by comma operator. Okay, next float f comma salary, character c comma ch, double d. Okay, the line int I comma j comma k both declares and defines the variables I comma j and k, which instructs the compiler to create variables named I comma j and k of type int. Okay, variables can be initialized. Variable can be initialized, assigned an initial values in their declaration. The initializer consists of an equal sign followed by a constant expression as follows. You can see here type variable name is equal to value. Type variable name is equal to value. This is initialization. Here type integer type variable name d is equal sign value is 3. Okay, f is variable name is equal sign next value. Okay, declaration of D and F. Declaration of D and F. Here definition and initializing D and F. Okay, here defining definition and initializing Z. Okay, character X is called in single quotation mark, that is called character. Okay, there are different types of characters are there. Different types of characters are there here. Okay, those characters you can see. Okay, one is declaration of this is integer data type. Okay, those values are assigned here. Okay, declaration we can't assign the values, but initialization we assign the value to a variable. Here D assigned 3 values assigned to D and 5 is assigned to F. And 3 is assigned to D and 5 is assigned to F. And 22 is assigned to Z. Next X is assigned to X. X is what a single quotation mark, then X is character data type. For definition without an initializer, variables with static storage durations are implicitly initialized with null. Okay, all bytes have the value 0. The initial values of all other variables is undefined. Variable declaration in C++, a variable declaration provides assurance to the compiler that there is one variable existing with the given type and the name, so that compiler proceeds for further compilation without needing complete details about the variable. A variable declaration has its meaning at the time of compilation only. Compiler needs actual variables declaration at the time of linking of the programs. Here we can see so that compiler proceed for further compilation without needed complete detail about the variable. A variable declaration has its meaning at the time of compilation only. Compiler need actual variable declarations at the time of linking. Okay. Next here you can see variable declaration is useful when you are using multiple files. When you are using multiple files and you defined your variable in one of the file which will be available at the time of linking of the program. Okay, you will use external keyword declare a variable at any place. Though you can declare variables multiple times in your C++. Okay, program, but it can be defined only once in a file, a function, or a block of code. Okay, example, try the following example where a variable has been declared at the top, but it being defined inside the main function only. You can see here external int a comma b, extends int c, extends float c, float f. Okay, here variable definition here a, b, and c. Okay, here these are initialization, actual initialization. A value assigned 10, B value assigned 20 is assigned to B, and A plus B assigned to C. A plus B values are 10 plus 20. 10 plus 20 means 30. C value 30 is C value. Next here F is floating point value. F is equal 70 by 3.0. Then those are the returning floating point value. Okay, here you can see when the above code is compiled and executed, it produces the following results: 30, 23.333. Same concept applied on the function declaration, where you provides a function name at the time of its declaration, and its actual definition can be given anywhere else. Here you can see, for example, okay, function declaration here int function. Next int main function call here int I is equal to function. Next to closing braces, function definition int function. Next opening and closing braces return 0. L values and R values are there. There are two kinds of expressions in C++. L value nothing but expression that refers to the memory location is called L value expression. A L value may appear as either the left hand or right hand side of an assignment. Left hand or right hand side of assignment. Okay. Next, you can see R value. The term R value refers to data value that is stored at some addresses is in memory. Okay, in memory, some addresses are referred here. An R value is an expression that cannot have a value assigned to it, which means an R value may appear on the right but not left hand side of an assignment. A variables are L values and so many appears on the left hand side of an assignment. Numeric literals are R values and so may not. Okay, so may not be assigned and cannot appear on the left hand side. Okay, following is a valid statement int g is equal 20. But the following is a valid statement int g is equal 20. But the following statement is not a valid statement and would generated compile time error 10 is equal to 20. 10 is equal to 20. Okay. Next, in starting, you can see a declaration of a C variable. Uh, okay, C++ variable. How we can declare a variable? Okay, variable. What is the definition of variable first? Variable can store or hold a value. Variable can store or hold a value. Okay, there is no value and hold and store, then that is not a variable. You can see here. Okay, you can see here. Okay, variable nothing but the store or hold a value. Okay, this is declaration of variable. Int I comma j comma k here character c comma ch here floating point values f comma salary and double is d. Okay, here more than one variable declared at a time, then those variables are separated by comma operator. When we can separate by comma operator, then automatically what are the values are there, those values are printed there. Next type variable name, next value here. Some examples are here d is equal to 3, f is equal to 5. Okay, d is equal to 3, f is equal to 5. Nothing but they here initialization. Here values are variable initialization is there. How we can initialize a variable? Type variable name is equal to value. Type variable name is equal value. Type nothing but what integer data type variable is d is equal to value is 3. Next type variable here type nothing but data type. Okay, integer data type variable is f. Next is equal to sign next 5. Here this is called what initialization and declaration. Here you can see variable declaration is useful when you are using multiple files and you define your variable in one of the file which will be available at the time of linking of the program. You will use external keyword to declare a variable at any place. Though you can declare a variable multiple times in your C++ program, but it can be defined only once in a file, a function, or a block of code. Example, try the following example where a variable has been declared at the top but has been defined inside main function. Here extern int a comma b, extern int c, extern float, extern float. Okay. Next here you can see. Okay, here int main variable definition int a comma b int c float f actual initialization. These are the variable definition. Here data type variable name. Okay, data type is integer data type, variable name a variable name b. Okay, more than one variable declared at a time, then those variables are separated by comma operator. Those variables are separated by comma operator. More than one variable is there, those variables are separated by comma operator. Okay, a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, c is equal to a plus b. Next, c out and c printed and f is equal to 70 by 30. Next, count f and return. When the above code is compiled and execute, when above code is compiled and execute, when above code is compiled and executed, it produces the following results: 30, 23.333. Same concept applied on function declaration, where you provide a function name at the time of its declaration and its actual definition can be given anywhere else. Okay, here you can see. Okay. In function calls is there. Those functions are written here. There are two kinds of expressions are there. L values and right value R values. Okay, L value in a expression that refers to a memory location is called a L value. Expression and L value may appear as either the left side or right side of an assignment. Okay. Next R value is there. The term R value value refers to the data value. Okay, refers to the data value that is stored at some address in memory. And R value is an expression that cannot have value assigned to it, which means an R value may appear on the right but not left hand side of an assignment. Values or L values and so many appear on the left hand side of an assignment. Numeric literals are R values and so many not be assigned and cannot be appeared on the left hand side. Following is a valid statement int g is equal to 20, but the following is not a valid statement and would generate the compiler compile time error 10 is equal to 20. Okay, here you can see. Okay, R values and L values are there. There are two kinds of expressions in C++. Those are L values are there. L values are nothing but expression started from left side. Some of either the left side, left hand or right hand side of an assignment. Assignment values are there. Assignment operator what is equal to is the assignment operator. That's the assignment operator. Left side are called L values and right side are called right values. Some of the expressions left side or right side hand of the expressions are evaluated by using L and some of the right. Okay. Next here you can see variables. Next today class we are discussed about next what are the data types in C? Boolean data type, character data type, integer data type, floating point. Next double floating point, valueless, wide character. Okay, these different data types are there. Those data types and those storage capacities. Character 1 byte information stored, unsigned character 1 byte, next signed character 1 byte, integer 4 bytes, unsigned integer 4 bytes, signed integer int 4 bytes, next short integer 4 bytes, next unsigned int, next signed short int range, those you can draw 4 bytes, next signed long int is 4 byte, unsigned long int is 4 byte, float is 4 bytes, and double also 4 byte. Long double also 8 byte character, wide character T2 or 4 bytes. Size of function usage. Okay, size of function, which data type size you want, that data type name you can mention between those two braces, then you got the size of the data type. Next, here type def, how we can declare type def. Next, enumeration data types. Next here, that is enumeration declaration, and there are variable declaration and variable initialization here. Okay, and there are external and internal variables are there, those are explained. Okay, today's class. Okay, next, today class is over. Okay,